sit properly. Yes. Join your hands and close your eyes. Thank you, God, for the world so sweet. Thank you, God, for the birds that sing. Thank you, God, for the food we eat. Thank you, God, for everything. Now, all of you open your eyes, rub your palms. Yes, rub your palms and move it from your face. Yes? How are you feeling now? Fresh now? Yes. I am your Rupali teacher. And today I am going to teach you the English subject. Okay? So, today's our date is what? 1st January 2021. It is our first day, first month of the new year 2021. And today's our thought is what? Cleanliness is next to godliness. So, the meaning of this thought you will come to know at the end of the session. Okay? Now I will show you some pictures. You tell me the names of that pictures. Okay? Now look at this picture. What is this? Yes, what is this? You can write your answers in the chat box. Okay? I will give you one clue. Okay? It is used for cleaning the house, cleaning our surrounding. Yes, what is this? Yes, it is a broom. Very good, Snehal. Very good, Samsher. It is what? Broom. It is called as a broom. Yes, stick broom. Very good, Lakshmi. It is a stick broom. It is what? Stick broom. Now look at the next picture, okay? Yes, tell me what is this? What is this? It is used to collect the garbage. Yes, it is used for collecting the garbage. Yes, try to recognize what is this. Supli. Yes, very good, Lakshmi. But what it is called in English? If you don't know, don't mind. I will tell you. It is called as a dustpan. Okay, in English, it is called as a dustpan. It is used for collecting the garbage. It is known as dustpan. Okay. It is a dustpan. Now look at the another picture. Yes. What is this? It is used for cleaning the floor. Brush. Yes, very good, Dipanshu. It is a brush. Yes, it is a brush. Yes, very good, Lakshmi. Very good, Samsher. All of you are very clever, huh? Now, last picture. Identify this picture. What is this? We put the garbage in this box. What do we call it? Dustbin. Yes, very good, Dipanshu. It is a dustbin. Yes, very good, Snehal. Very good, Sonakshi. It is a picture of dustbin. It is used for putting the garbage. Yes. It is the picture of dustbin. Now students, tell me this broom, brush, dustbin, yes, dustpan. For what purpose we use all these things? Yes, what is the use of all these things? Tell me. For what purpose we use all these things? This broom, this dustpan, yes, this dustbin, this brush. For what purpose we use? What is the use of all these things? To which thing it is related? Think. House and school. Yes, it is related to house and school. But for what we use? Clean. Yes, very good, Jamuna. For cleaning. For cleaning purpose, we use all these things. Yes, very good. It is related to the cleanliness. Yes, very good, Lakshmi. It is related to the cleanliness. These all things are related to the cleanliness. So today's our lesson is also related to this. Yes. Today's our topic is related to the messenger of cleanliness. Messenger of cleanliness, that is Gadge Maharaj. So today's our topic is lesson number 36, Gadge Maharaj. Gadge Maharaj was the messenger of cleanliness. He spread the message of cleanliness. Yes. So let's move on towards the lesson. So all of you are welcome in today's session. Standard 3rd, subject English. Topic lesson number 36, Gadge Maharaj. Today's date is 1st January 2021. So let's move on towards the lesson. See, Gadge Baba was a modern saint. He lived many years ago, but he is still remembered for the great work he did in thousands of places. See, like Sant Tukdoji Maharaj, like Sant Kabir, Gadge Baba was what? A modern saint. Yes, what is the work of saint? They spread the message of cleanliness. They spread the message of humanity. Yes, so this is what the work of the saints. So he lived many years ago, but he still remembered for what? For the great work he did in thousands of places. What did he look like? Now all of you has been thinking that how does the Gadge Baba looks like. So see, here is the picture of Gadge Baba. So what did he look like? Silver hair, brown eyes, fair skin, big, tall and stout. Stout means what? Strong, heavy built body. Yes, strong, heavy built body. So how does Gadge Maharaj used to look like? He used to look like what? He has a silver hair. Silver hair means not it is really silver. It is of silver, but it is a white. They are having the white hairs, but it looks like the silver color. So it is said that silver hair. Then brown eyes. And the skin of the Sant Gadge Baba was very fair. And he was big, tall and stout. Stout means what? Strong, heavy build body. Okay. He wrapped a lungi around the waist and wore a torn but clean shirt. See, if you see in this picture, what you can see that he has wrapped a lungi around the waist. What clothes he used to wear? He used to wear what? Lungi around the waist and wore a torn. The shirt has been torn, but it is very clean. Yes, the shirt is very clean. He wore a torn but clean shirt. A cloth shoe adorn means decorated with one foot, while the other foot was many times bare. Bare means without any covering. See, if you see the feet of the Garge Maharaj, you can see that a cloth shoe only on the one foot, and many a times the other foot was without any covering. He always carried a bowl. If you see this picture, you can see the bowl in the hand of the Garge Maharaj. So he always carried a bowl, and it is also known as a Garge. So people started calling him Garge Baba or Garge Maharaj. See, that bowl is known as what? The bowl is called as the Garge. So the people started calling him Garge Baba or Garge Baba. But the real name is not Garge Baba or Garge Maharaj. The real name is Debuji Jingraji Zanorkar. The real name of Garge Maharaj is Debuji Jingraji Zanorkar. See, one more time I am repeating the real name of Garge Maharaj. What is the real name of Garge Maharaj? The real name of Garge Maharaj was Debuji Jingraji Zanorkar. So this was all about the Garge Maharaj's personality. Yes, what type of clothes he wear, how does he looks like, what was the real name of Sant Garge Maharaj. Yes, so it was all about the Garge Maharaj's personality. Now next, see, he never stayed long in one place. Now you are having, we all of us are having the house, so we stayed at one place. But what Sant Garge Maharaj, he never stayed long in one place. He slept only on a rough blanket. Yes, we are sleeping on the cot, we are sleeping on the bed. But where Garge Maharaj used to sleep, he used to sleep only on a rough blanket and used only his own arm as a pillow. We are using the cloth pillows, yes, sponge pillows for sleeping. But what Sant Garge Maharaj uses, he uses only his own arm as a pillow, and he used a rough blanket. He roamed from village to village, spreading his message of cleanliness, humanity, and the importance of education. See, what was the work of Sant Garge Maharaj? What work he used to do? He used to roam from village to village. He used to go from village to village for spreading his message. What was the message of Garge Maharaj? The message of cleanliness, humanity. Humanity means what? To cooperate with each other. Yes, to cooperate with each other, to help to each other if there is any problem. This is known as what? Humanity. If anybody is poor, if any person is poor or disabled, so we have to help them. So it is known as what? Humanity. And again, what message he used to spread? He used to spread importance of education. See, 3 messages he used to spread. Which 3 messages? First is cleanliness, second is humanity, and the third is education. He used to spread the importance of all these 3 things. Which 3 things? Cleanliness, humanity, and education. So this was the work of Garge Maharaj. He was not bothered by hunger or thirst. What he liked was bhajan, kirtan, and teaching people. Thousands of people flock. Flock means to gather, to listen to his kirtan. Now see, in which things Gadge Maharaj was interested? He was interested in bhajan, kirtan, and teaching people. If I ask you that in which things you are interested, so someone will say I am interested in drawing, someone will say I am interested in coloring, in playing. So like that, Gadge Maharaj was interested in what? In bhajan, kirtan, and teaching people. So what? Thousands of people flock to listen to his kirtan. Flock means to gather. His kirtans used to be very lively. He would not simply give lectures. He would often put questions to the audience to keep up their interest. Then he would show them how absurd means extremely silly, they were in their words and actions. Now see, how was the kirtan of Gadge Maharaj? How he used to conduct the kirtans, that he would not simply give the lectures. He not simply give the lectures. He would often put any questions to the audience to keep up their interest. If we see the kirtans or bhajan, kirtan on the television, sometimes you get very bored, that you say that what it is very bored, it is giving only lectures. So it was not like that. Yes, Sant Gadge Maharaj, he was not simply giving any lectures. He would often put questions to the audience to keep up their interest. Then he would show them how absurd means extremely silly the people were in their words and actions. For example, he would ask. Now see what he would ask. He would ask that how many gods are there? So the people says one. There is only one God. Yes. What Sant Gadge Maharaj asked? He asked, how many gods are there? So the people replied, one. Then again Sant Gadge Maharaj asked, you worship Khandoba, Masoba, Viroba, and Vittal. These are what? The names of gods. And so on. You worship many more, don't you? Now see, first what Gadge Maharaj asked, how many gods are there? So the people replied one. Now the question of Gadge Maharaj is what? You worship Khandoba, Masoba, Viroba, Vittal, and so on, many more gods. So, don't you? So the people says yes. Then, what he replied, see what Sant Gadge Maharaj replied. Your actions show that you believe that there are a number of gods. And yet you said a little while ago that you worship one God. Were you asleep then? See, extremely silly words means what? Here you can understand clearly that what the people said first time, that they worship only one God. And then again afterwards what they said? They worship many gods. So your actions show that you believe that there are a number of gods, and yet you said a little while ago that you worship one God. Were you asleep then? The audience would be taken by surprise. Then they would listen more attentively to the Baba. Now see, the audience, they would be taken by surprise. You can see many audience, yes, sitting there. Then they would listen more attentively. Then to the Baba. Then again Baba would say, you offer things to God in return for his favor, don't you? Offer things means what? Now see, for example, if your exam is there, so you pray to God that please help me to pass in the exam. Yes, if any competition is there, so you pray to God. Yes, you children pray to God that please God help me to win in the competition. So that is what, and again what you say, if I win the competition, I will give you the box of mithai. Yes, I will give you the box of sweet. So that is what you offer things to God in return for his favor. Don't you? So the people say, yes, we do. We offer the things when our wish is completed. Then again, Sant Gadge Maharaj says, and don't you say, God, my child is ill, please make him well. I will offer you a goat. So again people say, yes, we do. Now see children, if anybody is ill, yes, anybody is not feeling well in your family, so your parents pray to the God that please make him well, so that I will offer you a goat, I will offer you a cow. So like this. So the people says, yes, we do. Then again, and don't you that if God lets go the two-legged child, you will offer him return a four-legged animal. Now see, many parents, they does not have a child. So what they prayed that to God, let's go to the two-legged child, so that I will offer you the four-legged animal. So the people say, yes, we do. Then again, what the Baba says, why can God who created this world be so cruel? Now see, this world has been created by the God. So the animals, whatever the living things are there, so that all has been created by the God. So God is not so cruel that he is telling to give me a goat, to give me a cow. So he is not so cruel. Can he be so greedy? Can he be bribed? Bribe means what? Something offered to someone to get them to do something. It means, for example, see, if you are not doing the homework, so what your parents say, your mama says that you complete this homework, so I will give you the chocolate. Yes, or I will give you a toy. So that is what offering something to someone to get them to do something. So the God is not so cruel, God is not so greedy, or God is not so bribed. We people are offering to the God. Yes, we people are offering to the God. We are offering money, we are offering gold, we are offering silver. Yes, we are offering animals to the God, but it is wrong. Instead of offering to the God, we have to offer this. We have to give these things to the poor people, to the needy peoples. Yes. So this was the message of Sant Gadge Maharaj, that God is not so greedy, or God is not so bribed. He is not asking to give me the money so that I will complete your wish. Yes. We people are wishing, and we are only offering to the God. So it is a very wrong. So the people says no. Then, do you think killing and eating on of the God's creature will please him? Will he bless you for that? Now see what Sant Gadge Maharaj says. He says that whenever you are killing or you are eating the animals, so it is very wrong. So God will not bless you because you are killing the animals and you are eating them. So it is very wrong. So God will not bless you for this thing. Then the audience. Audience means what? People who gather to listen to something. Yes, when many people are gathered to listen something, so that is what we call the audience. Suppose if in your school there is a program, there is an annual day function. So many people gather. Yes, many people gather. So that is known as the audience. Then the audience would realize how wrong their thinking was. They would promise to be more thoughtful. Then see, after the Kirtan of Gadge Maharaj, the people come to know that how they were wrong. Yes, then they promise to be more thoughtful. Then after the Kirtan, people flock. Flock means to gather, to touch Gadge Baba's feet. But he would not allow anyone to do that. He didn't like people touching his feet. Now see, Sant Gadge Maharaj, what was his thinking? That he is not a god, yes, to touch his feet. He is a simple man like us. So he does not allow anyone to touch his feet. As soon as the Kirtan was over, he sped away. Sped away means went away speedily. After the Kirtan, the Baba not used to stay there. He used to sped away. Sped away means to went away speedily, leaving the crowds far behind. Developing good qualities, that's all. There's no point in touching my feet, he said. Now see, when people come to touch the feet of Gadge Maharaj, what Gadge Maharaj used to say that? To develop good qualities in you. That is what my point. To explain that what is right and what is wrong. That is what my point. That to touch my feet, it is not a right way. I don't like to touch my feet. Yes, I don't like to touch anybody my feet. Then Baba followed one rule to the end of his life. Which rule he followed? See, wherever he went, be it a village, town or small settlement. Now see, Baba does not used to stay at one place. He used to roam from village to village. So wherever he went, like a town, village or a settlement, what he asked for a sturdy. Sturdy means strong. Yes, sturdy means strong brooms, spades and pans. Then he would sweep and clean the whole area. Soon other people joined him, but he did not wait for that to happen. He started sweeping and cleaning the place himself. Now see, what Sant Gadge Maharaj used to do? He used to ask for the sturdy brooms, spades and pans, whatever things are required for the cleaning. He used to ask that things and he used to sweep and clean the whole area. Wherever he went, it may be a village or it may be a town or a settlement. Wherever he went, he used to clean the whole area. Then again, soon other people joined the Baba. But he did not wait for that to happen. Yes, he did not wait that, he did not watch that when other people come and then we will clean the area. He did not think like that. He alone, what he used to do, he alone used to clean the area and then the other people used to join the Baba. Then he started sweeping and cleaning the place himself. And if any bystander means what? Person standing near but not taking part in what is happening. Try to bow. Try to bow means what? Bending body forward from waist to greet someone. In second picture, you can say that that person is bowing to the Baba. Bow means what? Bending body forward from waist to greet someone. So what the Baba used to do? If now see, if anybody bow to the Baba while he was busy in this work, that person would get a smack of the broom on the back. What the Baba used to do? The Baba smack with the broom on the back of that person. That Baba don't like if anybody is disturbing him when he is doing any work. Then you don't do any of this work yourself, and when somebody else tries to do it, you put yourself. And when somebody else tries to do it, you put yourself in the way. Move aside. See how nice and welcoming this village looks when it is clean. Yes, when Baba was cleaning, when Baba was sweeping that area. So if any bystander or if any person comes to go to the Baba or pray to the Baba, so what Baba used to say that you don't do anything. You are only watching. Yes, you are only watching. You are not helping us. And if someone is doing the work, you are making him a disturb. You are disturbing him. So move aside and now see how nice and welcoming this village looks when it is clean. Yes, if you visit any place and if it is very clean, so it looks like a welcoming. If you visit a holy place in Maharashtra like Pandharpur or Nashik or Daegu or Alandi, you will see the work Gadge Baba did in these places. Now see if you got a chance to visit any of these places. Yes, if you got a chance to visit any of these places from Pandharpur, Nashik, Daegu or Alandi, you can see that what work Gadge Maharaj has did. Gadge Maharaj has did a lot of works in these places. So you can search on the net also. What type of work Gadge Maharaj did in these places. He himself worked hard, asked for help, and built free boarding places, ghats on the rivers, and water spouts for the poor, helpless, disabled, and the needy. He started places that offered food free of cost. He built schools, colleges, and hostels for children. He saw God in serving in poor and miserable people. Serving these people was his way of serving God. See what work Sant Gadge Maharaj did? He built free boarding places. Then ghats on the river and water spouts. For whom he built? For the poor people, for the helpless peoples, the people who are disabled and very needy. For them, Sant Gadge Maharaj built the boarding places, water spouts, ghats on the river. Then again, what work he did? He started places that offered food free of cost. Now, the person who are very poor is who is very needy. He is not having money to buy a food. So for them, he started the food. He started offering food free of cost. Again, he built schools, colleges, and hostels for the children. He saw God in the poor and miserable people. Where Sant Gadge Maharaj used to saw the God? He used to saw the God in poor and miserable people. So serving these people was his way of serving God. When he served all these peoples who are poor, needy, disabled, miserable. So when he served these peoples, he think that he is serving a God. So what we have learned from this lesson, that cleanliness is next to godliness. It means what? It's important to practice cleanliness as it is valued as much as worshipping God. Yes, so this is what the meaning of cleanliness is next to godliness. So from this Gadge Maharaj lesson, we learn about the cleanliness. So I hope all of you had understood the lesson. Now, these are the hard words related to the lesson. First one, remember. R-E-M-E-M-B-E-R, remember. Second, wrap. W-R-A-P-P-E-D, wrap. Third one, adorn. A-D-O-R-N-E-D, adorn. Fourth one, spreading. S-P-R-E-A-D-I-N-G, spreading. Fifth one, humanity. H-U-M-A-N-I-T-Y, humanity. Sixth one, bothered. B-O-T-H-E-R-E-D, bothered. Seventh one, flock. F-L-O-C-K-E-D, flock. Eighth one, lectures. L-E-C-T-U-R-E-S, lectures. Ninth one, absurd. A-B-S-U-R-D, absurd. 10th one, bride. B-R-I-B-E-D, bride. 11th one, audience. A-U-D-I-E-N-C-E, audience. 12th one, promise. P-R-O-M-I-S-E, promise. So these are the 12 hard words related to the lesson. Now it's activity time. So what is given in this activity? See, list the different ways by which you can keep your surroundings clean. So you have to suggest the different ways. So I will show you that which different ways you can write. The place where we live, it should be clean. Yes, the place where we live, the surrounding should be clean. So which ways you will use to keep your surrounding clean? Let's see one by one. We can help our mother in house cleaning like sweeping, washing and dusting. Yes, we can help our mother. So it will help us to keep our surrounding clean. Then the waste of our homes should be thrown in the dustbins. Yes, if you throw the waste, if you throw the garbage in the dustbin, so your house will be clean. It will be free from flies and mosquitoes. When we go out, we should never throw any type of waste on the roads. Yes. When we go out, so don't throw any type of waste. Yes, if you are eating the chocolates and throwing on the road, if you are drinking the cold drinks or eating ice cream and throwing the wrappers on the road, it is not a good habit. You have to throw all these things, whatever the waste is, you have to throw all these things in the dustbin so that the road will be the clean. Road is what? Your surrounding. Then we should clean our garden area every day and water the plant also. Now see, if you are having a garden, so you have to clean it. You have to water the plants daily. Then we should always throw dry and wet waste in different dustbins. Yes, you have to throw the wet garbage in one dustbin and dry garbage in other dustbin. So the two types of garbages are there. One is dry and one is wet. So for that you have to make two dustbins. One for wet garbage and one for dry garbage. We should not use plastic bags. Yes, we should not use the plastic bag. Instead of using plastic bags, you can use the cloth bags or paper bags. By these ways, we can keep our surroundings clean. Yes, so these were the ways we have seen. So by using these ways, we can keep our surrounding clean. Now it's homework time. So what is today's assignment? See, list the different ways in which you can help to keep your home and school clean. As we have seen the ways of cleaning our surrounding. So like that, you have to list the different ways in which you can help to keep your home and school clean. So here our session ends. Thank you all of you.